Manly, so they must have built up some understanding and team cohesion. And so there's the lineup: Gill, Gibson, Deemel, Armstrong, Shearer, Tew, Lindenberg, Staines, Cowell, Morrissey, Colwell as the captain, Conescu and McCullough. The Auckland side, they go into the final of the Provincial Championship in the Shaky Isles next weekend, and they take on South Island. And this side boasts 3 of the successful Kiwi side that came over here and defeated the all-conquering Australian side. Williams, Lovett, Sinclair, O'Regan as the captain, Rapati, the man who did so well in that match against Australia and lined Eric Groth, Cooper, Friend, Arcoy, the brother of Fred Arcoy from North Sydney, Auckland. In fact, he is the nephew of the former New Zealand great Ron Auckland, Wright, Cowan, Hooker and Wilson, and they're coached by Bob.
Is the man playing the ball. Conescu the dummy half, Lindenberg the receiver. I thought he may have kicked, he opted not to. Gave it back to the fullback, and then it's come back across to McCullough. And the front row forward unloads to his partner, Marshall Colwell, and he's pulled down just outside the 22. Well, they're going to have to get it out of here shortly as it goes back to Lindenberg. He must have restarted this tackle count, I would take it. Good work by Lindenberg. Backing up is Gill. He's over the halfway. He's picked up Morrissey, but Morrissey is tackled 30 metres out, and he's lost the ball. It's no support. The only support he had was a fellow wanting to go dummy half. It's been fed back to Auckland. Auckland kicks, and it's now with the wing 3/4, Dale Shearer. And Shearer comes outside the 22. He's beaten one. He's gone on a swerving arc around back to where he came from. It was a good run by Shearer. The player that Bill Anderson mentioned earlier, one that we should be watching for. And quick hands by Country. And it's over with the centre 3/4, Rob Armstrong. And he's up and over the halfway. Now he's looking for support. Where is the support? Certainly none on the left.
This game's unfolding as a good one. Both sides have shown commitment to defending their own quarter. They've got their back lines deep. They're prepared to offload the ball in tackles, and the referee's got them back a good 5 metres. So everything here looks towards we're going to get a good match.
Morrissey now. Yes, well, the New Zealand coach, the Auckland coach, Bob Bailey, said, I believe in making the ball do the work. He said, I'm a firm believer in attack football. And he said, you'll be seeing the ball doing all the work here tonight. Kick by Lindenberg is just out to the right, so a kick that I think he would have expected to get. He's missed. It could prove costly in the final wash-up. This fellow is Wilson. He's proving quite damaging, and Rapati did well to take a ball that was directed down at his ankles. And Auckland are just starting to find some openings now. And particularly, I note they're working the ball to Rapati's wing as much as they can. It's Cooper now, playing it about 30 metres out from his own line. This is Auckland. Turning it, good ball, right backed up, got it back, going ahead is Hooker. This man is Clayton Friend. He's inside the 32. The pass is still, the ball's still alive. The wing 3/4 caught it this time. Lovett's inside the 22. That might have been knocked down by Country. It's still alive. And now it's going to be play the ball.
Could also be lack of communication or coordination, but they couldn't find a runner then in the most important part of the field, which is your own quarter.
And here's a ball given straight back to the Auckland 5/8, and it puts the Aucklanders onto the attack. And playing it is John Auckland. It's come away to Arcoy, a run around O'Regan and Arcoy. Williams hits it into the back line, makes the extra man. The ball goes to Friend, and he gets it away to Cooper. Cooper stands and gets it back to Hooker. Hooker's it over the 22. He's got one to beat. He's found the halfback, and Clayton Friend has scored. That's a good try by the Aucklanders. That's a good try. Plenty of ball work. And the little halfback, Clayton, not altogether sure that he would do the same again if given the opportunity. This is Gill getting between the defence, and just as well the Auckland halfback was there, because the try was well and truly on for the supports. It's out wide to Greg Milne. He came on replacing Jim Cowell, the second row, who you saw injured during this quarter. Taking it ahead is McCullough in number 13. He's got inside the 22. He's 15 metres out. He's probably been the outstanding player on the field to this point in time. The run around, quite simple stuff, and coming back with it is Shearer, the wing 3/4 from the right. Only a minute and a half to the half-time break. Can Country score before the break? It's with Robert Tew, long ball, and Milne, oh, he passes rather stupidly a ball forward, and New Zealand have come up with it down on their own 22 line. O'Regan cutout pass. 13 is Vern Wilson. Strong player. He's midway between the 22 and a half way, standing and saying who wants it, but obviously nobody does. Akoi. That's knocked back by the Queensland Country players. 6 more tackles. Good ruling by the referee. This fellow is Cowan. That ball was forward to Sinclair. Country have taken the advantage of it, and it's McCullough who's going to play it. And the hooker for Auckland is down on the ground, and he's in quite a bit of pain over there too. Short ball. There's a try on here. This is Armstrong. He's got the wing three-quarter Gibson with him. Gives the ball, and Gibson goes over to score. Queensland Country's first try and the equaliser. And an easy one to convert for Lindenberg. Which leads me to correct something I said just prior to half-time. It's a good break made by Country wing three-quarter Rob Armstrong. He's had a strong game, this fellow. He's about 7 or 8 metres into Auckland's area as it goes through Lindenberg over to Tew, and now it's with Staines, and he gets the ball away to Gill, linking up with his back line neatly. Oh, gee, that was a high attempt to tackle. They might score. They will. Gibson back to Gill, and Gill has scored. That's a good length of the field try almost. 75 metres. A perfectly orthodox. Rapati taking the tap and deciding to hit it up himself, and he's dropped it. And away with it goes Staines, and across to Cowell, and a cutout pass. Oh! Loose ball picked up by Alan Sinclair, and that's a try. Well, that's the second try we've seen in the match. One just prior to half-time, and now this. Lindenberg. A deep kick going down to the fullback Williams. And out to the 22. Right. He's there begging for somebody to follow him up into the rucks, this fellow, but a couple of times he's been left like a shag on a rock. And here's a good bustling run by the number 14. That's Zwart, John Zwart for New Zealand. He's a likely-looking comer, and he's made a complete break and taken play from 22 to 22. Here's Cowan inside the 22. He's got support with him. Oh, he held on just that fraction too long. Tackle by Gill. Akoi goes from dummy half. Tackle number 5. He's 2 metres out. Cowan is the dummy half. Decides to spin it. It's with O'Regan. A long ball, but it's gone into touch. And a scrum 10 metres away from the Country. And Country now with a chance to run the ball instead of chasing it. And it's Colwell to play it. Played back to Conescu. Away and through Tew. It's gone to McCullough. He's made a clean bust. He's gone over the halfway line. There's the support in the shape of Morrissey. He's tackled 10 metres out from the quarter line. Country, it's Rod Brunker. And Lindenberg is tackled about 15 metres out from Auckland's line. Running with it is Colwell. He's really taking this game between in both hands, and he's got the ball away out to Cowell. Cowell's pass has gone astray. The referee's given a try. He's given a try. It came off the foot, and Rob Armstrong is the try scorer. O'Regan sending it down into the 22-metre quarter, and oh, there's an indication that somebody's getting tired. Dan Staines went straight through them. This man is McCullough. He and Colwell have both played strongly. Here's Colwell now, just turning back up the middle. Conescu. And he's going to play it on the halfway if and when allowed to. It's gone through Lindenberg to Tew. And a cutout ball to Armstrong. Armstrong's galloped into an open space. Players all over the place to pick from. I think he's going to run out of them. He's run out of players, run out of room and everything else.
2 minutes remaining on the clock. I wouldn't be surprised to see a field goal kicked here by the Queensland Country side. They've got that 6-point lead, but that's not sufficient for them to feel comfortable, and that extra point would give them a little more breathing space.
Colwell. 5 metres out from the line. New Zealand is having the dickens of a time trying to contain the two Queensland Country front row forwards. This is the 5/8 Tew, 10 metres out, played back to Conescu, getting across the ground, looking to turn up the centre, finds the fullback Gill, and Gill must be over. It's a try. He's played well, this fullback, Peter Gill. But Tew. Back to Nick Wright. Quite a flamboyant player. He spent the off-season in England. He's only just getting back into gear. Suffered a knee injury apparently over there, and it's only just recovered. Built like the side of a ship.
Well,
I often think to myself when I see big men out in the wings, why they don't get more involved. It just amazes me. They seem to stand out there and wait for the ball to come to them.
If Auckland are going to get back into this match, they've got to do it very early in this final quarter. It's no good leaving it to the last 5 or 10 minutes and putting a try on. They've got to put a try in the first 5 or 6 minutes. That'll give them some confidence and sap the confidence of the Queensland Countryside. So they need to score. They're in a good position to do so now.
Here's the halfback, Friend, getting a ball down to right and then to the 5/8, and that should be a try. Cooper, yes. Shane Cooper scoring the try adjacent to the uprights. To conversion to make it 24-18. And we've got just under 14 minutes remaining. And the Aucklanders are just 6 points behind now.
That's a possibility at the moment with it being 24-18. It's 4 tries to 3 at the moment, Queensland Country's favour, but the try to Auckland would make it 4 tries each, and the penalties at the moment do favour the Auckland side by, what is it, 10-7, Ray? 7-all, 7-all at the moment.
Here's the Countryside hitting back now, and played by Greg Millen, has gone out to Robert Tew, and that's the caper when you're in front by 6. Don't spend too much time in your own territory, and he sent it back into that corner where Sinclair is base now for the Auckland side. He's playing it just outside the 22 line. There goes Clayton Friend off from dummy half. He's lost it. It's with the Country team. Can they put on a try? Armstrong to Conescu, and Conescu is tackled about 12 metres out.
I don't know about
Queensland Country backline putting an X together out with the 2 centres. Now this man is Colwell. He's played strongly for the entire match. His front row partner McCullough has also done well. Robert Tew goes for the drop goal. He's got it. Well, it was only a matter of time, I suppose, before out of his reach. Less than 60 seconds from the hooter. Love it. Turning it back for Cooper. 8 metres into Country's area. Auckland. Cowan. Long ball for Nick Wright. Huge pass out to Owen Wright. Getting a pass, well, he hasn't passed at all. As a matter of fact, he was standing there wanting to give it, and it was as if he said to the number 14, John Zwart, do you want it or not? Anyway, he's finished up on the seat of his pants now as the siren is coming up, and Auckland bowing out of the National Panasonic Cup for 1984. But I must say, to their credit, they have erased some of the memories of the paltry performances that we have seen here over the years from the provincial champions from that country. We've seen some pretty deplorable efforts over the last few years, but not tonight. These Auckland players, they tried hard and they did well. Going down 25-18 in the final wash-up to the Queensland Country boys, with Gibson a try, Gill 2 tries, Armstrong a try, Lindenberg 4 goals and Tew a drop goal. For Auckland, Friend, Sinclair and Cooper. The tries, Lovett, 2 goals, Wright, 1 goal. A break and then back for our superstar points and, of course, our man of the match.